It was a tragic ending for a young man who overcame tough adversity as a youngster. Izzy Burgos was shot and killed last summer, and police are still searching for his killer. Now, his mother is hoping you can help bring that killer to justice. Here is Rick Williams with tonight's Crime Fighters Report.
At just 2 years old, Izzadeen Burgos lost his arm. His mother, Lisa Capuzano, says he worked hard to overcome that disability his entire life.
He always wanted to show that he can do things. You know, he needed to do it just because he was missing an arm.
Capuzano says the 21-year-old was trying to carve out his way in this world.
He was just trying to find himself.
On Sunday, July 19th, Burgos was hanging out with friends in his neighborhood of Lawrence and Wingohocking Streets in North Philadelphia. At about 11 p.m., police were called for shots fired.
Somebody came banging on my door, and it was his father's girlfriend telling me that Izzy got shot. So then I ran around the corner, and once I saw him on the street laying down, I just couldn't even go over there. I just dropped right there. I mean, why? Why would they kill my son?
What's good, y'all? What's the numbers TV? It's your boy Poe Rowe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and like a video if you appreciate the content that Poe Rowe What's the Numbers I provided. Today we back on the profile piece. This one is on Izzadeen Burgos. In this video, we will talk about Izzy's childhood and the life-changing injury he suffered while still a toddler. Then we'll look at some of the amazing things he was able to accomplish despite his situation and the press he received for it. After that, we will break down how Izzy ended up straying into the street life, where he would end up losing his life at just 21 years old. Izzy, real name Izzadeen Burgos, is from North Philadelphia. Growing up in that area of the city in the early 2000s would be different to say the least, as he wasn't too far from Kensington, which is basically an open-air drug market that spans for blocks and blocks. At the age of 2, Izzy's left arm was shattered beyond repair by a bullet from a high-powered rifle. His left lung was also punctured. His father, Dennis Burgos, claimed the gun accidentally went off after it was carelessly placed underneath a bed in a home in which children resided. Izzy would lose his arm from the shoulder down, and Dennis would be sentenced to 8 to 20 years in prison for recklessly endangering a child. Izzy will recover though, although he faced an uncertain future. Sports options are scarce for one-armed kids, but the mean put-downs and funny stares aren't when you grow up in a tough neighborhood. Izzy tried to play a few different team sports but wasn't that successful, as the other kids were quick to make fun of him or tell him he couldn't play. In March 2005, Izzy met former Philadelphia policeman Edwin Bo Diaz, who ran a boxing program for children in North Philadelphia. Bo treated Izzy like any other kid, and he responded well, picking up the sport of boxing quickly, and even outperforming some of the other kids that had both their arms. After working out for 6 weeks, hitting the pads and punching bag, Izzy kept bugging Coach Bo Diaz for an opportunity to spar another boxer, but Coach Bo would have second thoughts because of Izzy's situation. Izzy also wanted to compete in the Middle Atlantic Association, but officials in the organization ruled he couldn't because of his disability. Coach Bo then went and tried to find some special tournaments for boxing, but there was nothing, so he took matters into his own hands and created an opportunity for Izzy to fight on the undercard of a pro show in June of 2005. Izzy faced another 12-year-old who didn't have a disability and had fought in numerous amateur bouts. Within the first few seconds of the fight, Izzy was down on his backside, but immediately reached back with his right hand for balance and pushed himself back to his feet. He attacked his opponent with his right arm and caused his opponent to retreat. When the 3 rounds were over, the crowd cheered, and after, Izzy was presented with a championship belt and the memory of a lifetime. After the fight, he was the subject of 2 ESPN features and a story in Ring magazine, as he became a mini celebrity for a brief time. He also made appearances on local TV and radio shows and was nominated by the Boxing Writers Association of America for the Most Courageous Award. Izzy enjoyed the attention, saying the kids used to make fun of him all the time, but after he appeared on TV and people saw the ESPN story, everyone in the neighborhood started to talk to him and call him the one-armed boxer. Some would even ask for his autograph. But in the years that followed, Izzy lost his way a bit. He was still around the boxing gym from 12 to 13 years old, but by the time he turned 14, he disappeared completely from boxing. Court records show that Izzy had several run-ins with the law and ended up serving prison time for drug and assault charges. Izzy's father, Dennis Burgos, was released from prison in March of 2015 and reconnected with his son. The two had seen each other numerous times in prison visiting rooms, but were eager to rebuild their relationship and make up for lost time. Hanging and spending time together was a priority for the two, and that's exactly what they were doing on July 19th of 2015, when Izzy was shot in the face and killed outside of his home on Winghawken Street near Lawrence in the Feltonville section of Philadelphia, known locally as the Badlands. Izzy was just 21 years old. Dennis Burgos was with his son when he got shot and chased the assailant for a couple blocks before he turned around and shot at Dennis before fleeing again. For those that knew Izzy's story, it was a very sad ending and was tough to see how things played out. Some say they tried to get Izzy back in the gym, while others say he was too far in the street life to turn around. But one thing that's for sure is that for those few months in 2005, Izzy was a local celebrity and inspired young kids by showing them that regardless of what they're faced with, they can still chase their dreams and attain them, even if it's for a short period of time. But yo, it's What's the Numbers TV is a quick profile piece on Izzy. Whole name Izzadeen Burgos, out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? North Philly. You feel me? He was a one-on boxer, man. He had a rough life. Got shot when he was 2 years old by his father, allegedly. His father goes to jail. His mom, lets him and his pop still, maintain a relationship, even though that crazy thing happened. She blamed him, but I guess she didn't, blame him to the point where she severed ties with him between his son and the pops. You know what I'm saying? She still was go up there, bring him up there. So by the time he came home, they were still cool, trying to hang out. Like the pops and the son were still, cool with each other. They was actually together when he lost his life. So, it's just a sad situation. He taught himself how to ride dirt bikes. You know what I'm saying? Was a boxer. You know what I'm saying? And supposedly he went down that street route too, man. Was living that street life to the point that it somehow cost him his life. I don't know exactly what happened. I don't think anybody ever been arrested. You understand? But it was just a sad situation. Now I remember when I don't remember, but I looked at all the articles from when he did have his fight in 2005, and he got a lot of press, a lot of praise. You know what I'm saying? He was inspirating. He was a big inspiration to a lot of disabled kids out there. You understand what I'm saying? He almost won awards. He might have lost awards to national known athletes. You feel me? So he was doing his thing. He definitely had a chance. Now, of course, he probably could have never chased it professionally because there's no lane for a one-on boxer. But, it's something that he learned to do. It probably helped to protect himself a little bit in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Being equipped to box even if you only got one arm. And, it was a so this is a quick profile piece I want to do, you know what I'm saying? It's not on YouTube. I'm big with doing the stories that nobody got on the internet. And this is one of them, man. So I hope y'all appreciate the channel. Hope y'all appreciate the content. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. We about to hit 81,000 subscribers on YouTube. We about to hit 1,200 followers on Instagram. You need promo, get at me. You see the views is going back up. 100,000 of views on videos. What's the number TV at yahoo.com. And follow Batty Bills on IG also, man. We back before you know it. Make sure y'all tap it with the live streams. 8:30, Monday through Friday. Catch us any one of those days. You feel me? And we back before you know it, man. We out of here. Polo, What's the Numbers TV. Peace.